Greetings everyone, back on the bench is an Onkyo TA-1900 cassette deck. I say back on the bench because I don't know how long it was, 3 years ago. I had this thing open and I found it had belt melt, where the belt just turns into a goo. And if I recall, it takes the flat type belts. I'm going to see if I can temporarily pop on the square profile belts that I have to test this thing out, and if it works good, then I can spend money on a flat belt and take it from there. But it's a really nice looking deck. I love the design of the buttons. There's LEDs at the top of each button, these big controls, and especially, oh man, you gotta love those analog meters. Well, let's pop the top and see what kind of damage I can do. Okay, we're in, and this doesn't look like something that'll be easy to get a belt on. You can see the motor. There's no access to the screws for the motor. And this panel, or this bracket for the motor, that's the back end of the screw. I have to have front access. The belt would have to go around this pulley and this flywheel. So this front panel would have to come off, and this bezel, not sure how the heck that would come off. Maybe it comes off with the panel, I don't know. But I think if I take this belt off, I can thread the new belt underneath there and around, and I got this loose, so I can stick the belt under that and under the bearing there and get it on that way. So maybe we can cheat a little bit and get it on that way. Well, this has turned into more than I bargained for. I did manage to find a belt that fits. Like I said, this requires a flat belt, but I don't have one. I'm just going to put this one on in term just to see if this thing will work before I spend money on the proper belt. But when I got the belt on, the auto stop kept turning the tape off no matter rewind, fast forward, or play. And I think this belt here, this is the auto stop mechanism. I think this belt is just lost its tension and needs replaced. So I had to get this mechanism out so I can access this belt. And to do that, you have to drop the front, which is aluminum. It's not that plastic crap. And that allowed me to access the mechanism screws, so I could get that loose. So what I'm going to do is try to find a belt that fits this, see if that gets it going again, and hopefully I can get it assembled. Maybe I can change some of the LEDs to blue. How's that? Nah, I won't do that. It wouldn't be period correct if I did that. Okay, I got a new belt in there, and now that little wheel is turning. This belt here was just stretched and tired, so now it continues to run without shutting off. Now hopefully I can get this thing back together again, and we'll go from there. Okay, it's all assembled and working pretty good. I can't play that very long. When I did my speaker review, I actually had to go back and cut out some of the sample music because I got a matched content So yeah, I don't want to get into that anymore. Frank Zappa. This tape is mislabeled. It's actually, this is what's playing. Guy gave this tape to me back in the 80s. But anyway, what I'm going to do now is I'll record, see how the recording works, and patch the output into the computer and give you a sample of its sound. And that'll wrap up the video. Well, I guess we need to fix something else. Controls could use some cleaning there. Okay, I have it plugged into the computer here, all ready to go. I cleaned and demagnetized the head and cap stands. Found a space on the end of this tape. This is an old tape from the 80s. It's probably a little bit worn, but I only have like 6 cassettes left. I digitized everything and got rid of my collection because I'm not really into playing tapes anymore. But we'll go ahead and get this going.
Tonight